This is an educational example based on my personal approach. Results vary widely, and nothing here guarantees profit or future performance. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Trading with Ashley show. Hey, before we get started, if you want help with the strategy that I am about to teach you on YouTube and you want a personalized plan where we can figure out what your goals are and help you get there, click the link below and we will have a strategy call. I would love to be able to help you reach your dreams. So what we're going to talk about today is how to get free leaps. Now, we did this in the community today, and it is literally one of my favorite trades of all times because we are able to purchase a call option as long as a stock is at a good level of support, and then we go and we sell put options, and those put options actually finance the leaps. Now, a traditional trade like this is called a synthetic long, and you're buying a call option a year out, and then you're selling a put option, same strike price, same expiration date. But you know me, I'm going to put a twist on it, and I found a way to be able to finance my leaps call option and get out of the sold put 6 months earlier than the leaps expires. This is going to give me control of my money a lot quicker, and it increases my annualized return. Now, I am going to show you two different scenarios. One is going to be if you're using cash to secure the put. The other will be if you're using margin. Now, the return, if you're using margin instead of straight cash, I was able to achieve over 150% annualized return on the trade. But there always is caution. This is a bullish trade. So if the market pulls back and if Nflx pulls back dramatically, then both these trades would be losers, meaning the call that you purchased, it would lose value. And then if you're put the shares at the strike prices that I'm going to give you, if Nflx drops dramatically, then you would be bag holding the shares. So there's always that caution. And so I want to be really careful when I do these that the stock is at a great price in its price life cycle, and that if I am going to invest in leaps and I'm selling puts to finance it, that I would be comfortable holding the shares at that level. Now, the trade that I'm about to show you, if you're already in the community, you're set, you're good to go. If you're not in the community, you may be able to replicate this. It might be a little bit more expensive for you, but you should be able to get close enough to where a year from now, you're really happy with the trade that you've made. Now, I've done this same trade on several different of your favorite stocks, so you can look through my videos and watch how I was able to get free leaps. I've done it on Robinhood. I have done it on Google, Amazon, Tesla, Palantir, SoFi. So there's a lot of videos that I've made that will help you with the concept. And of course, if you're in my community, you'll get the live updates. Now, the reason I say that every stock is not ready for this kind of trade is it requires a certain set of rules to increase the likelihood of it working out in your favor. And I'm about to go over those with you right now. As most of you know, we're going to look at Nflx technically so that we can determine why I think this is a really good time to do a trade like this. First, I want to bring your attention to the RSI. So we are trading close to 30 at this point, which means we are oversold. Now, Nflx is a profitable company. There's a lot of great things on the horizon for Nflx. They just went through some short-term pain, but that should get worked out here very soon. The other thing I want to bring to your attention, that's a caution, is you see that right here, this 200-day moving average, it's right there at 112, 113 area. We are trading well below it. So this could be a great value, but you want to be careful. You want to make sure you're not trying to catch a falling knife. And here's what shows me that it looks like we're stabilizing. If you notice, if you go all the way back to the beginning of December, we have been trading sideways for several days, and that's encouraging. If we can continue that trend or go slightly up, then we should be off to the races again. So this gives me hope right here that we are at a local bottom, at least for now. Now, even if we do go down further, that's okay because this trade goes out so much further in time. You're looking at a year for the leaps, so it has time to bounce and recover. The other thing that I noticed here is we do have some volume. That was really good volume today. Now, if we end up melting up next week with the Christmas rally, if it finally came, if Santa comes to town, then we should be doing really well on this trade, even as we end out next week. If you want to be patient and wait for the best possible entry, then you might want to see if we touch down here at the bottom of the band, closer to about 88, maybe 85, and you'll see your RSI closer to 30. I don't know if we're going to get there. Now, if we do get down that far, my plan is to repeat this trade because I feel like I'm close enough in the range that it will pay dividends in the future. So let me go ahead and take you into the broker, and I'm going to show you how I selected the strike prices I did. Once you get to the option chain, the first thing you need to select is your expiration date. Well, most of you know from watching this channel that if you are purchasing a Leaps call option, you want to go out at least a year. So I selected January 15th of 2027. The next order of business is to go ahead and look to the left and decide which of all of these strike prices I might be interested in. Now, for starters, I like to look at a delta when I'm starting this trade about 0.7 to 0.8, but I also like to look at my volume and open interest to help make the best decision. And my eye is drawn right here to this $90 strike. You'll notice it's got 3,000 open interest and it's got more volume than anything around it. So that's going to give me a better fill right here. Currently, it's around 1890. So what I would do, I would buy this call option. It's a Leaps call option and it expires in a year. Well, typically, if you're going to do a synthetic long, then you would go ahead and look to your right and you would look at the puts and sell the puts at about the $90 level. And you would be able to pay for at least half of the Leaps by selling one put option at the $90 strike. But the issue with that is this trade is over a year out. So you are tying up the $9,000 to secure this particular sold put for a long time. So I was in search of something that would actually allow me to get out of the trade much sooner, and I think I found one that I'm really happy with. Let me show you. Now, I had to play with these numbers a little to get to the sweet spot, but look right here at 717 in 2026. Once I did that, I started looking at these different strike prices. Now, we are currently trading right here close to 95, so I decided to do an at the money put at the 95 level. I actually sold 2 of these and it was enough to completely pay for the Leaps call option that expires in January of 2027. And I will be able to exit this trade much sooner because it expires in July of 2026. Now, by selling these 2, if you're just going to be using cash, then you will need enough cash to purchase 200 shares of Nflx at $95. But because I used margin, I was able to use a much smaller amount of cash to secure the trade. I'm going to go show you about that, but one word of warning on margin. I like to be very conservative with my margin. I traditionally don't use any more than about 30% of available margin because I want to be insulated in the event we have a larger drawdown. I don't want to be margin called because that would force me out of positions that I'm not yet ready to get out of. Prior to putting this trade on, what I did was I put it in Fidelity's margin calculator and I was able to determine if I wanted to use margin and how much it would take. So here are the contracts I sold. I sold 2 put contracts, 95 strike, and they were expiring in July, and I was paid $9.78 for each of them. Once I populated this on the worksheet, it was very clear how little cash this was going to take. You can see right here my non-margin buying power. It required $4,742 in my available cash to secure this trade. That is far less than the $19,000 if I was just using cash alone. So if you have the luxury of using margin and you know how to safely use it, you can get much higher returns on a trade like this. Let's look at the potential outcome. For this, I put this in option strat to model it to best determine how much money I may make if Nflx gets back up close to all-time highs. Now, my sold put, the $95 sold put options, they expire in July. So I went ahead and looked at the July date in the option calculator. If Nflx is trading at about the 140 mark in July when the sold puts expire, then the Leaps that I purchased would have appreciated by $3,413. This will be my profit. And remember, the Leaps was 100% paid for, this $1,900 up here, by selling those 2 put options. So at that point, this is free to run, free and clear. So let's go look at the potential returns using these figures to see what type of annualized return it is if you were able to accomplish getting free Leaps. Using the cash secured method that would require a total of $20,929 to put on all 3 of these trades, that is a 25.65% return on investment. If you annualize that, it's a very respectable 44% return. But if you're using margin like I was, and it's only reducing your cash availability by a small amount, then the total capital used is $6,671. That gives me an 80.45% ROI. That's a 157% annualized return under specific market conditions, and results vary widely depending on price movement and risk management. If Netflix were to pull back, then the risk on the trade is if Netflix goes to zero or they file bankruptcy, then I would lose this entire amount that I invested in the trade. Now, that's unlikely to happen, but you should know your risk going in. Now, if you're using margin and the trade's pulled back, the amount of capital that the trade is taking using margin, this would increase as Netflix is dropping. So that's what's really important, that when you select these, you select them at the right point in their price life cycle so that you don't risk it using more margin than you intended, or worse yet, losing all of the capital in the trade. Now let's look at some potential scenarios if Netflix continues to rise beyond the highest level that it's been at yet. If Netflix gets to 160, well then I will profit about $7,000 on that leaps. That's a 105% return. If it gets to 180, that's an impressive $9,000 profit. That's a 135% return. And if Netflix were to get to 200, and that's an extreme bullish case, then the profit would be $11,000 for this leaps call option, and that would be a 165% return. But remember, these are best case scenarios, so you always want to do your due diligence. And on that leaps you purchased, I always like to use a stop loss just to keep myself safe. I like to use a stop loss around that 50% mark. I hope that gives you a few great ideas so that you are ready for the trading week. I think we're going to have a really good trading week. I'm going to give you my full assessment on my Sunday video, so get ready for that. And again, if you want a personalized trading plan or you just want to discuss your goals, please click the link below and book a free strategy call. I'll be talking to you soon. Remember, if you're with me, Trading with Ashley, there is no trader left behind. Since I've shared several examples of this strategy before, so I'm going to leave one for you right here.